Can Sam Alexander reclaim his father's helmet, his role as Nova, and his place on the Champions team all in one go? Well, let's hop to the pages of Champions issue number 7 and find out. Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, Kamala Khan, following the revelation about her own death and what Brawn and Spider-Man were willing to do to hide that fact, had stepped down as leader of the Champions. She hopes it won't be forever, but she knows full well until she's able to get her own head together, she won't be able to properly lead. She does, however, pass the job off to Viv, the now last remaining original member of the Champions team. Viv is happy to do it, but she carries her own metric ton of baggage, not the least of which being the remnants of Viv 2.0. Remember when she was human and then they were fused together and it was this whole thing? Well, apparently that impetuous, reckless version of Viv still exists inside her memory banks and is trying to take over. But none of this is really what this issue's about. The main course actually involves Sam Alexander Nova being shanghaied into a space heist by one of his old foes, Caldera. She vowed bloody revenge on Nova for shaming her in battle, only to discover that, hey, Sam isn't Nova anymore, and he won't be until you help him get his special black Nova helmet back. These two have an odd couple relationship, to say the very least. Sam is totally reliant upon Caldera to break into the Nova's base of operations, the Rock, and to keep him alive in the cold vacuum of space. But Sam also risks life and limb moving heaven and earth to make sure Caldera doesn't actually kill anyone on his behalf. Now, despite the Nova Corps being bigger than they have been in years, they're still a far cry from what they used to be. For one, not everyone gets the cool special helmets that gives you the cosmic awareness and lets you fly and shoot lasers. Now, they mostly get ceremonial helmets that look the part but don't actually do much to protect you. It's for all those reasons and more the Nova Corps repossess Sam's helmet, wanting to keep track of the very few, precious few Nova helmets that still exist in the universe. And because this is a new Nova story, and because Jim Zub is a master of weaving continuity threads, we are once again reintroduced to Agent Scott Adset, former agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. and current pencil pusher for the Novas. Caldera tries to take him hostage, so he will bring them to the helmet room. Adset says, hey, you know what, I'm not scared of you, I've tangled with Deadpool after all, and indeed he had in his solo series. To everyone's shock and amazement, when Adset actually does open up the helmet room, they discover that Nova's special black helmet is nowhere to be found. It was stolen by who, you might be asking? Well, the Thieves Guild. Or the Thieves Guild if you prefer, Bobby Boucher. Again, remember what I said before about Zub being really good at weaving continuity threads? Well, you won't be surprised to find out that this whole Thieves Guild super robbery actually happened in the pages of Nick Spencer's Spider-Man. The heroes had thought they had returned all the important equipment at the end of that adventure, but clearly they were wrong, and now Caldera is going to bring Sam kicking and screaming back to Earth. Sam, not really wanting to do that and hoping to protect Adset, fires the gun he was given by Caldera, only to realize, oh no, she didn't give me a loaded weapon, she's not an idiot, and also, oh no, she won this moral battle by forcing me to do something I didn't want to do. And so that was Champions issue number 7, everybody, and overall I thought it was a good way to ease back into this series now that the big War of Realm event is over. I know for a while there it seemed like Sam Alexander might have been the most underappreciated member of the Champions team, always kinda just pushed to the side, but here Zub does a nice job pleasing fans by giving the character center stage. And this issue does a pretty solid job reminding you why Sam Alexander was so likable in the role back when he had it. There's also a lot of promise and a lot of uncertainty about what the future might hold for the Champions team now that so many of the founding members have fallen by the wayside for one reason or another. Could we actually see the series be radically changed and reshuffled, or, is this just, a bumpy road before eventually everyone gets back together? Ultimately, though, I'd enjoyed it. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Hey there, everyone. It's your old pal, Cape Joel again, and I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not take a closer look at some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you're feeling in a supportive mood, why not check out the link down in the description for my Patreon page. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. That would be much appreciated. And until we meet again, everyone, this has been Cape Joel, and I will be making more comic content that smacks of greatness. Bye-bye, everyone.